The backbone of modern technology is internet, and it will be the backbone of future technology also. And since technology is improving every day, internet also must improve, and we are doing this through many techniques. And today we will be going to discuss two of them. The first one is 5G and will be available to us in few years, and the second one is Starlink, a program by Elon Musk rocket company SpaceX to provide internet through space. So hey, what's up guys, my name is Prem and you are watching our Tech Premy YouTube channel, where we keep on creating daily awesome content for you only. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do it. So let's begin. The most innovative man of the century, Elon Musk, has started a new project, Starlink, through which he will provide internet to every corner of this planet by launching satellites in space in the Earth's lower orbit. Okay, so there are already few companies who provide internet through space, but either their price is too high or their bandwidth or speed is slow, because there are not many of them in the space and they are also farther from Earth. That's why their speed is slow. But Starlink is much closer to Earth's surface, therefore increasing the bandwidth and decreasing the ping. As I told you, he will provide internet in every corner of the world, like desert, hills, and even oceans, and which I think is necessary because we are living in 21st century, guys. And the main objective of doing this is to make profit, and he will be going to have about $30 billion every year. Okay, and he will use this profit in achieving his or humanity's bigger goal or dream to live on Mars. Okay, so now when you will talk about oceans or islands or less human dense areas, the chance of having 5G or even 4G connectivity is very low. So on those places you have to choose Starlink to use internet. But when you talk about cities or towns or villages, you will have two options for high speed internet: first to use 5G or to use Starlink. So when we talk about 5G, then it is the successor of 4G, and its main intention will be to increase speed of the internet, and in initial time it will be only available in big cities and will gradually increase its coverage area. And it is because 5G uses towers to communicate, which is tedious and slow thing to build. But Starlink uses satellite to communicate, and to send satellites in its orbit we will just need to launch a rocket packed with some satellites and boom, we have our network ready. But to launch 12,000 satellites and even 30,000 more in the future, it will also take some time, but it will be faster than making towers of 5G in every city, and cost efficient also because the reusable rockets are of SpaceX itself. Okay, and the most amazing thing here is that before Starlink project there were not more than 10,000 satellites in the Earth's orbit, but now we will have more than 40,000 satellites. And one more thing about Starlink is that their satellites can dodge other satellites or objects if there is any, so chance of satellite crash or accident is very low. And these satellites don't even need regular service, and they work on solar power, therefore reducing the overall cost. Now when we compare the speed of both the technologies, the 5G at its peak have a speed of about 10 gigabits per second, 10 Gbps. Okay, and the Starlink has a speed of 1 Gbps or about 125 megabyte per second. Okay, now here you will think to go with 5G, but you can't, because in its initial days 5G will be only available to big cities, and it will be costly also, and 5G will not have same coverage everywhere. There will be three types of tower for 5G coverage. Okay, so first one is low band tower, which will communicate at a frequency of less than 1 gigahertz, which is similar to 4G tower and will have a long coverage of more than hundreds of kilometers, but will have a speed of about 100 Mbps only. Okay, so one tower can serve the whole city, but the speed gain over 4G will be only 10 to 20%. The second one is mid-band tower, which will communicate at a frequency of about 3 gigahertz and will have a coverage of about 10 to 20 kilometers and will have a speed of about 100 to 1000 Mbps, megabits per second. Okay guys, I am telling megabits per second again and again because people think I am talking about megabytes per second, but not. In internet and network we calculate frequencies and data in megabits per second, not bytes. Okay, and this will be the main standard of tower which will be used in most countries. Which one? The second one, mid-band tower. Okay, and the third one is high band tower, which will be communicate at a frequency of about 30 gigahertz. Okay, more than and even more than this. Okay, and will have a coverage of about 1 to 2 kilometers only, and will have a speed of about 10 Gbps. Okay, so these type of tower can be used by private companies to gain high speed in net for their work. Okay, now most probably your area will have a tower of low or mid band. If your town or village will have a low band tower of 5G, then you should definitely choose Starlink because it has better speed of about 1 Gbps and low pings also of about 20 to 30 milliseconds, which will help you while playing games. Okay, or if you are having mid-band tower in your city or town, you still have to think about it because the average speed of mid-band tower of 5G in countries which already have 5G service like Australia or Saudi Arabia is about 100 to 400 Mbps, which is half of the Starlink speed. Now, if we talk about the progress of both the technologies, then Starlink is far ahead from 5G because he has already launched 955 satellites as of late 2020 and has already been started the service in few parts of US and will cover the whole world before 2022 by more than 1500 satellites in Earth's lower orbit, and after that he will increase the satellites to 12,000 by the year 2025 and will launch more in the future to increase the speed and other things. Okay, and when you talk about 5G and in countries like USA it is implemented, but the average speed is below 100 Mbps. By this it will take about 5 years to implement it properly and achieve speeds of more than 1 gigabit per second. Okay, when we talk about drawbacks of Starlink, then in bad weather conditions it cannot withstand properly till the sky is not clear again. The biggest disadvantage of Starlink is that it is not fully portable because you will need its dish or antenna to catch the signals. So if you fit this on your car, then you have to stay near your car to use it. Okay, but when you talk about 5G, it is the 5th generation of wireless technology, so therefore its drawbacks are very few. Now the first one is your speed is very slow in village areas, and if you go in forest or desert area you can't even access it, but you can access Starlink if you carry your Starlink dish and router with you. Next is upload speed. This is a general problem with both the technologies. They can't provide you upload speeds of more than 150 Mbps. Next is high speed 5G. Can't penetrate walls of buildings properly, so your speed is reduced to some extent, but in case of Starlink your router serves you and it is connected directly to the dish or antenna which is directly linked with the satellite in the space, so your speed will not reduce or fluctuate much until there is a bad weather condition in your area. Now let's talk about some of uses of both the technologies. Firstly, there are huge uses of Starlink because you can access it everywhere and anytime. Okay, apart from watching Netflix on the ship in the middle of an ocean, there are many uses of it like live streaming anywhere in the world. Companies or people who are based on internet can now shift to village areas. In future, we will be having autonomous vehicles and machines which use high-speed internet can now work in forest, hills, deserts, etc. 5G on the other hand is mainly used for increasing the speed of internet on places where internet already exists. So if you have 4G connectivity, then you can just use 5G for increasing the speed of net. And at the end, I would say that all depends on your situation. If your area doesn't have internet, then congratulations, you will now have access to the world through Starlink, or you already have 4G or 5G connectivity and its speed is slow, then again congratulations, because you will now have an option to use high speed internet. Okay, if your 4G speed is good or you have cable broadband and you don't want to upgrade, then this video will still give you some insights of both the technologies, 5G and Starlink. So I hope you like this video. If not, then you can give me suggestions in the comment, and please have a look at my channel. I keep on creating awesome videos on technologies around us and of future. So if you like these kind of things, then consider subscribing. So thank you for watching till the end. Goodbye.